this whole situation with Ye is like the White Lives Matter is just a distraction, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't. I know that Kanye, he always got a plan to do something and throw everybody off, and then boom, next thing you know, here he come with the real deal or where he was coming from. It's almost like everything come full circle. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. I'm not looking at this as one of those situations where, oh, he a sellout and all of that. I know I don't know what Kanye is doing, but I know it's just some other stuff going on that's gonna come along with it later on. He gonna explain this. He's gonna explain himself.
Yeah, I mean, he calculated, as I mentioned when we was off here. I mentioned he's very calculated by now.
Right.
So at this time, you know Kanye is up to something.
Right.
You know he about to either drop an album. I can't say he about to drop some shoes because that shit happens every week. Mm-hmm. Every week he dropping shoes, so I can't say it's a shoe thing. But everything he's doing is free promotion.
Right.
So
Right.
for him, a guy like him, and the way he thinks, no paying dues and no bills, so any type of publicity is good publicity to him.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad, which I don't agree to or like, but that's that nigga. I think what he's doing is a bit messy. It's not well thought out because now it's reported that he's firing his team. Like he building
Right.
a whole new team around him. So it's like, for what I've been hearing, because I've been researching this shit, kind of get more deep dive into the whole situation. But yeah, he firing his team, trying to get new people involved, and it sounds like if you're not on that Kanye wave, if you're not on whatever wave that he's pushing, then you up out of here.
Right. Exactly.
He gonna find some more people to try to mind control and boss around and tell them to shut the fuck up and all that. Because I mean, if you think about it, nobody originally who was in his camp is in his camp. Virgil's gone.
Yeah.
And Chance the Rapper's not around no more. Various of other people, his wife, everybody is like new. It's new faces.
Except every only person that I know that's really rocking with him like that is Push. That's it.
Yeah, musically.
Yeah, musically the only person. But
he ain't gonna get involved into that.
Yeah, exactly.
That he on.
I think what bothers me about Ye as of right now, it got a lot to do with how he's handling this situation with other rappers. I don't like that aspect of it because look how he went at Pete. He went at Pete, threatening him in songs, taunting him in videos, chopping off his head. Mm-hmm. But then when a rapper like Boosie or Puff, or not rap, Puff, not a rapper, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Somebody say something to him, all of a sudden, oh yeah, come hurt me, put your hands on this nerdy ass nigga and all of this stuff. Like, wait a minute.
Holy shit.
So, and that's why I said on my status on Facebook, I said Kanye is reminding me of a white, like a racist undercover cop. Mm-hmm. Like that's what he's acting like.
Ruckus.
Yeah, and listen, while we talking about Ye, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Uncomfortable Convos, and please don't burn your Yeezys, resell them. That's all you got to do. Don't burn your Yeezys. I've been seeing videos of people burning their Yeezys. I don't have a pair. I do want some though, but I'm not about to burn nothing. Like, that's a lot of money being wasted. Y'all gotta relax. That's not doing nothing. Kanye don't care. He done made his money. So stop burning your Yeezys.
I'm not burning not one pair of
my
Yeezys. I haven't worn them in a few days. Matter of fact, I haven't worn them all week and last week. But I'm not about to burn my shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's just stupid. Because it's a lot of things that we can burn. But, you know what? If we talking about canceling and burning people's shit, like, why don't y'all burn all that Gucci shit and that Louis shit and all that expensive shit that these motherfuckers really don't, like, they really don't want you wearing this shit.
Right, right. We made it popular.
Burn that bullshit first.
Yeah.
Instead of burning another black man's brand just because he going through a spell. Now, if you don't want to support him, cool. I'm still gonna rock them these shoes. Period. I ain't gonna stop rocking them shits until it's something just crazy dramatically happen. But I don't think that's going to happen. And a lot of things that Kanye does, his intentions sometimes come out later when he explains things. You know what I'm saying? It's like he has these episodes or have an episode and he wilding out on people. And then when he calm and cool, probably took some meds. Then it's like, oh, that's what you meant.
Right, exactly.
Instead of just coming out that way, you know, period. But you wanna, oh, that's what you meant. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Stop outright coming out with it.
right.
But
D. Pitty 1784. He said he's always been calculating, so this is probably him gearing up for being the Orange Man's running mate in 2024.
I'm pretty sure that's what what it is.
Either that or he may run against him because he didn't say that he was gonna run with him.
Right.
So it may be a thing where he runs against it. And I don't think Trump, if he's coming back, I don't think he's gonna choose Kanye's.
Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But he definitely coming back though. So Avengers, but you know, and even in that run, I don't see myself voting for Kanye. What my thing is like, dude, you're kind of fashion. You like when you do a design, music. When you start talking, running into politics and shit like that, like I don't think nobody in their right mind is really gonna vote for Kanye West.
You'd be surprised, bro.
I mean, you gotta be an idiot.
Yeah. What's up, Nate? You good?
Nate, what's the deal?
Hey.
Not much.
Not much.
So what's your thoughts on Kanye with the all white lives matter shirt?
I really thought it was comical. I mean, I think Kanye is funny anyway. Like, I mean, it's just, you know, the thing with nowadays, people want to trend. That's gonna make him trend. We making him relevant. Everybody's all upset on. He wants to be relevant. He like, you know, and people will do the most like craziest things so they can be relevant. And everybody, he's a trending topic. Exactly.
We can't hear you, Nate.
Can't hear you, Nate.
You can't hear me?
There you
now
go. Now we hear you. What you say now? You say he a trending topic?
Yeah, he wants to be a trending topic. I mean, and everybody's giving him exactly what he wants, you know, and that's just the way that I feel. I feel like he's getting exactly what he wants.
I do want
sorry.
but I'm not about to
Sorry. Yeah. So. Those are
So Nate, you came up with a dope topic, and we're gonna get into that topic. So go ahead and introduce it.
So my topic was, why do men cheat and have emotionless sex? Like they can just say, well, if I cheated, you know, it was just sex, you know, like it doesn't mean anything to me. You know, I can just, you know, have this person and then I love you. I just did that. So, you know, I just want to know, why is that possible? What's the difference between men and women in that aspect? You know, and why do you cheat?
Wait, you said you want to know the difference between men and women?
Yeah, because so what I'm saying is like men.
Oh, I thought we were sticking to like exactly why men cheat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What, like, you know, because women are not typically the cheaters. You know what I'm saying? It's typically men. So I want to know, what's the difference? Why are men why is it so easy? And then for you and then the answer is always because it doesn't mean anything to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so listen. I don't agree with the whole men are typically the cheaters, because women can be some nymphos. They don't speak up about it, and they go off and get the jumping on whoever is ready to get them. So it could be women too. It's just that y'all can be slicker about.
You said, I missed the last part because I was reading the comment. You said women do what now?
I said that women are slicker about being cheaters than men. That's the only reason why it's more so men getting caught being cheaters. But women are cheaters just as much as men are, if not worse, because they can get away with it better. However, we're going to stick to the topic, though, about why do men cheat. Men cheat for a number of reasons. Now, most will say it's for need or greed. However, you do have your men that just don't get respect at home or don't get enough attention. You know, you get your men that have a boring wife or girlfriend. and then they venture off and start kicking it with other people to fulfill that little thing that they missing, that little 20% that they missing. So it's a number of reasons why, and but all men don't do it, and also men do stop. Like for instance, everybody know I was a cheater. I'm done. I'm all done. I'm tapped out, and I have a good reason to be. So men can stop cheating. They just have to want to stop cheating. Now I believe that the main reason why men cheat has a lot more to do with them feeding their ego.
Possible, yeah.
That's
Because they know
just
they can do it, or they feel like, you know, they've been living a player lifestyle. They want to test the waters to see if they still got it.
Right.
Out of arrogance.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I never indulged in that. That just wasn't my thing when it came to relationships. I always kept it 100. And a lot of relationships I've gotten in, was not many. I didn't have many relationships in college. You know, one I did have, which they didn't go well because she lived in New York, I lived in Detroit, so it was just a distance thing. And even then, there was a lot of temptation because, you know, I mean, we both in 2 different cities, 2 different states. So I just pretty much just ended it and just let us just be friends. When we at college, we can, you know, indulge into a relationship and, you know, be on and off like that. And we'll go about it like that. But as far as how I see it, you know, what you was saying, what you was mentioning about, you know, the voids, basically. You know, a lot of guys, you know, a lot of women negate men's needs a lot. You know, they may think that, you know, it's all about them. What about my attention, my attention, my attention? But what about that man's attention?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women just don't see it, or some men don't even voice like, hey, you know, this is, you know, you slacking on this, you slacking on that. Like, we haven't had sex, we haven't done nothing. You know, especially when it comes to sex, you know, if you just not coming at your husband or your boyfriend at all, like if you're not initiating something at all, already that person may feel a certain way or feel like, you know, why you ain't.
Yeah, it's either you not into me or you cheating or you
so
cheat yourself.
It's a plethora of things of why men cheat. Some men are just selfish. Some men just want it all. Fuck it, I got my wife or I got my girl. I'm about to still have all the other hoes out here in the world because they feel like that's what they need. You know, some dudes just don't have, you know, dick control.
Yeah, they don't.
They just all over the fucking place.
And listen, and here's another thing as well. Some men cheat because they know they have good dick. So even if they get caught, that girl that they dickmatized is gonna be like, "Oh, I forgive you, baby. It's okay. Gobble gobble." So the thing is this: when the man knows that he can run with that, he's gonna keep running with that as long as y'all keep being dumb for dick. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, y'all women or women that are dumb for dick. I'm not gonna say all women, but for the women that are dumb with dick, at some point y'all gotta smarten up and be like, "Yo, I can't keep dealing with this. You know, I'm about to go elsewhere because I don't deserve this." However, the men that cheat because they need their ego fed and they know they have good dick, they just do what they gonna do whatever they can get away with because I'm not gonna say most. I'm gonna say some women allow them to get away with it. They're gonna see what they're gonna get away with because they've been sliding off of the fact they've been having good dick this entire time. So they're gonna try that with any and every woman just to see what they can get away with.
So are you saying that that's
emotionless is because men, you know, most men, they just trying to get a nut off. That's just it. They're just trying to get a nut off. There's no emotion for men to do that. For a woman, there is emotion. Because for y'all, well, not all, because you have a new breed of women now. You know, a lot of women are hot girl summer, so they turning into men doing men shit. So they are starting to do the emotionless sex. And sometimes for some people, sex is just emotionless. They just be horny, they need to get it off. Boom. But for men, it's rarely any emotion on it at all.
EP, what you think? Why do you think men cheat?
Personally, they get bored. You're not interested because at one point they was sleeping with you. You was sleeping with them. that's how y'all built whatever y'all built. So you got bored.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens.
Okay. Let's get to these comments.
Comments been crazy today.
Yeah.
With the board aspect, still gotta, spice it up.
And that's the thing, though. You're right. You gotta spice it up. If you care about that person, you want to stay with that person. You spice it up. You take it back to what it was. But if you don't care, you're just like, ah.
Yeah, if you don't give a fuck, you like, all right, I'm about to just go ahead and go outside.
Right.
D Pity 1784. Sex is veritably an emotionless act. The addition of emotion is where the problem itself comes in.
Absolutely. Okay.
Debonair Dread, women cheat more.
I believe that.
I believe it too, because they can get away with it more.
I do agree with
Yes.
that. I do not agree with that at all.
Like men now.
Yeah.
Nay says she disagrees.
I don't agree. I don't agree that women cheat more. I feel like women can cheat better at times because men are sloppy because men don't care. For the most part, when they're doing it, they don't care because they don't feel like this. If I'm not in love with this person, this is my opinion. If I'm not in love with this person, it's harmless to men. Some men just feel like it's harmless. Like, I'm not in love. I actually love you. I come on to you. I'm with you. You're the one I show around. You're the one I do this. So I feel like men are just sloppy with it. I feel like when women gonna do it, they do it better because they actually care. And they don't want to be caught. But I feel like women have other motives behind what they do. Men don't have no reason. Men just like, this is just something they can do. They feel like they just because they can. So they're going to do it. Women have other motives, and they're on their way out, actually. They actually have emotionally left this relationship. So they're 1 foot out the door. Men, you still in the whole relationship. You married, still building a family, and you have no emotions towards it.
Well, I hear you.
And that is the difference.
Yeah, that is the difference. However, I do feel like, I ain't even going to say feel. I believe that because women are better at cheating, they're going to do it the most. On top of that, Debonair Dread just said women outnumber men. That's true, too. So not only do y'all cheat better, y'all gonna be able to get away with it more. And then there's just too many of y'all to spread around for us anyway.
But it's not even just that. It's mostly because women that's why I say women probably cheat more, is because they have the access to sex. We don't. A lot of men ain't getting ass like that. And a lot of men don't even know how to talk to women to get ass like that.
That's what hookers are for.
Exactly. So if they do cheat, they paying for it. So
right.
It's easier.
Yeah.
But just to be out here, a lot of dudes ain't just going to a club or going to a bar and just like, yeah, I'm about to pick her out. I know I'm about to hit that. That's not happening.
Nowadays,
women can do that 10 times faster than a man because y'all have the access and control of consensual sex. I guarantee you, if you was a single woman and you want to have sex with any man in there, you probably could.
Oh,
but
yeah. You saying
the flip side of that, if a man and a woman like, all right, bet, I'm about to see who gonna get somebody first. That woman is gonna win.
Absolutely.
10 times
every
out
time.
of 10.
I don't care how she look. She can be shaped like a baked potato.
She's gonna win 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So because y'all have the access and control of sex, I believe, I'm not saying this is a fact, but I believe women may cheat more. They're very clever at it. They're smarter. They're like cats. They take shits, but they cover it up. They just gonna take a shit anywhere. Like, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yeah. So that's how I see it. What else we got in the comments, man?
D Pity 1784. Everyone is missing something. That's what leads them to each other in the first place. Cheating is a byproduct of settling for the wrong person.
And that's another reason why men cheat right there. You sat up here, you got to messing around with this chick. You didn't either had a kid or you said forget it, married her, didn't have a kid, whatever the case may be. You didn't know who this woman really was, or you didn't care to know who she really was. She took that mask off. You didn't like what you saw. Boom. There go another. I got my Tuesday. I got my Wednesday. I got my Thursday. That's how that happens. And you know what? Me personally, I'm to the point in my life where if I felt like I was getting ready to cheat on my wife, I'm just gonna say, hey, baby, listen, this ain't working. I'm sorry, I love you, but my mind is going elsewhere and I can't stop it. I can't control it. I feel like I'm about to go do X, Y, and Z. So before I break your heart, let me break it this way before I stick my dick in another woman. That's how I have to do it because my mind is not, I'm not wired the same way that I used to be when I was a cheater. So now that I'm not a cheater, I'm just gonna take things the way they should go versus just stepping out. Because stepping out is really, when you really look at stepping out, especially on a man's end, it's trash. And on some real shit, if you really want a quality woman, you need some bread. You cheating is a rich man game now. Unless you just want to mess around with a bunch of master splitters. But if you ain't got no money, nigga, you ain't getting no quality action. So stop. Just stop. Anybody could get some master splinters. Anybody could get the hot girl at the bar that then messed around with probably half of the crew. Anybody can do that. So come on, man. Let's stop the shenanigans, bro. And look, this is what you could do, especially if you got a little bit of cake and got a little panache about yourself. Go just get the escorts, bro. Get the escorts. That's your best bet. Pay him to leave. That's what I would do if I ended up single.
That's mostly what they do. Even like rich white folks, they're not going to some regular old bar. They paying for a nice, good, sexy escort for the night, getting a hotel, and they going about their business.
Mm-hmm.
Paying her the money. There it goes. It's on the counter or it's on the nightstand. I'm out.
Right.
Simple as that.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
I have.
Go ahead.
So I know it was stated that men will cheat if they get bored. Like, but is that really a reason to cheat? Like, because you're bored? Like, I mean, because at home, there's all kind of things that you can do. If your wife is not, or your man, either whoever, men, women, if they're not spicing the things up, you can, maybe lead them. Because I know that, like, far as sex goes, men always say to a woman, because when men have a hard time really figuring out how to please a woman, so we have to tell you exactly what to do. We have to, like, hold you by hands. I mean, it's not all the time, but there's times where you won't understand what's going on with a woman, and she has to, like, hold your hand and say, hey, this is what I need you to do. I need you to take your time. I need you to do this and that, da, da, da. So I feel like at that point in a relationship with men, you should be saying the same thing. Hey, you're not doing the same thing you used to do. I mean, and men can say, because I know have been times where I heard men say, oh, we should have known that. Like, how could I know that? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not thinking. Maybe I'm stressed. Women carry a lot of different type of, hats. I could be stressed. I'm paying attention that I'm not doing nothing to you. Like, women have babies. I'm having a baby, and I'm thinking about the kids. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about that. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing for you. So, yes, I may become bored. I may become this person. And then that's the reason to cheat. So now I have so much, like, other stressors going on. You're cheating, I'm doing it. Like, it's just a lot, and I'm just want to know, like, something real, not a bored, not somebody being bored. Why would you really? What's in your heart? What's in your mind? What's going on in that? And when you say I'm about to do this, not boredom. Like, what is it?
On my end, coming from a former cheater, when I used to cheat, I cheated because, one, I said this before, I didn't love myself, but I didn't even realize I didn't love myself until I stopped cheating. So I'm also say this, I was missing something at home. What I was missing at the crib at the time, when I was with the people I was with, it was simple shit. Respect, loyalty. And most people be like, well, shit, if I ain't got that no way, I'm dipping. I was trying to sit up there and make something work that I knew that it probably wasn't gonna work. But I was like, at least I could say to myself, I tried. Mm-hmm. But when I noticed that somebody wanted to keep drinking, when I told them to slow down on the drinking, somebody wanted to keep lying when I was asking them to keep it real. What am I about to sit up here and be loyal to? Oh, somebody want to get loud when we out in public. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get somebody else to open their mouth then. So this is where I was coming from when I was cheating. It was like, oh, you gonna be disrespectful? Man, I'm gonna show you disrespect. But see, I took a cowardly route because I'd have been a G had I been coming home fresh out of something and letting them know, hey, look, this is what I just did tonight. Keep fucking up. It's gonna happen again. Now that would have been the manly move. I didn't handle it the manly way. I'm sneaking and then coming back home like nothing happened. So, but that was my reasoning for cheating. I had multiple reasonings for cheating, but it didn't add up to nothing. But most men, I'm telling you right now, for all the women viewers and men viewers, anybody that's in a relationship with a woman that they claim that they love so much and they cheating, more than likely it's out of greed. That's it.
That's definitely greedy. If you say you love her, and that's greed like a motherfucker. Especially if they oblivious to what the fuck you doing.
Yeah. Now, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
What is the greed?
Greed is
you got everything you want.
Yeah.
You got everything you want. You got the wife, you got the kids, you got the house, you got the job, you got the money, you got you living like a fucking king. She cooking, she cleaning, she washing dishes, and she work, and you do the same too, you know. But you got everything you need. You are fulfilled.
Head and ass. But
you just like, you know what? I gotta go hit her and hit her and hit her and hit her just because you feel like you can. And when you a guy that's really like on his shit, usually they exercise that right.
But see, here's the thing though about the men that is on their shit. They're gonna be straight up about it because they got the funds to back that shit up. That's why I said cheating is a rich man's game. You dudes that's making that bread like that, and women really don't have to work like that unless they want to. They coming home letting them know, hey baby, listen, I got this and that going on. I hope this ain't gonna be a problem for you, and even if it is, where the fuck you about to go? Well, you ain't gotta pay no bills if you don't want to. Mm-hmm. That's how they doing it. Or now some men are blessed enough to have a woman that's down for the extra woman. So they can play all them little games together and have all the little extra freaks and girlfriends or whatnot. That's a different story though.
Yeah. So I was saying that to a comment earlier. So I want to go over the comments, but there's so many. I've been responding to them, but I was saying to a comment earlier, and people have this misconception about cheating. Cheating doesn't necessarily have to be sex, because men sometimes have a connection like coworkers. Like you can go to work, you can be mad at your wife, go to work, and you are having like intimate conversation with your coworker, and then you know what I'm saying. So this is a form of cheating because you're putting, you know, letting her know, oh, I'm having troubles at home, that you pouring into her, you know, doing that is an emotional cheating. You know what I'm saying? Things like you doing all kinds of stuff with this person, you talking to this person, y'all, you know, just a lot of intimacy that you're not connecting with your wife. You're having a problem with your wife. You're not telling your wife or your girlfriend or whoever you with, or your husband or whoever. You're going and telling somebody else or talking to somebody else, confiding in this person, being intimate. That is a form of cheating. Your wife don't know you talking to this person. Your husband don't know you talking to this person. That is a form of cheating. So it doesn't have to be sex. It could be anything. You're just talking to somebody, you know, behind the back. So when I say cheat, I wasn't even not 100% thinking about sex. I was saying all around the board. The private conversations, so just the things that you're doing. What is, you know, because even with that, I know people want to, how can you do that and then say it's nothing? It has to be something.
Well, when it gets to the flirting and the conversations, you leading up to that, like you planning, you know, that's the fish, I guess. You know, you planning up to the physical. You know, I was gonna say something about the boredom part.
It's boredom.
You know, and that's all of what it is.
Yeah,
it's boredom.
You got somebody stimulating your mind, entertaining your conversation.
There's no, you know, free talk. There's none of that. There's no foreplay. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like y'all just roommates. Y'all just walking in and out of here. It's routine. Going to work, you know, drop kids off school. It's just a routine situation. You get bored. You need something exciting. And sometimes, you know, some people get into a point where they see somebody at work, or they just go to a random meet somebody, and the conversation is just like, oh, okay, well, damn. Well, you know, my wife don't, or, you know, my girlfriend don't talk like this, so it's an intriguement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And especially when you're bored and you ain't having no sex, you know, it's some itches that you just trying to scratch. But boredom can be fixed though. I think if I'm addressing the boredom, if I'm telling you like, look, I'm bored, like this ain't going the way it's supposed to be. You know, I want things to get back exciting and X, Y, and Z. And if that spouse or that partner is not trying to do anything to work at, you know, making it go back to that point with you, then chances are he or she is gonna cheat.
I got a response for Sit with T. So Sit with T said men cheat because they can, no matter what they got at home. That's not true, because some dudes cherish what they have at home. I understand that most of the women that's probably watching this have been cheated on. Okay, fine, cool. But every man that you come across is not a cheater. And if they are one, they probably was one in the past, but they not gonna continue to be one. I guarantee you that. So you're a lot of women are generalizing this cheater thing. Like I think earlier you said, once a cheater, always a cheater. That's not true. I'm living proof of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and listen, if there was ever a time I felt tempted, I'm going straight to my wife, because guess what? At the end of the day, that's still my wife. This is the wife I actually give a damn about. So I'm not trying to go down that road no more. I feel like if I was to go back and cheat right now, I'm a loser, and I failed myself. So there's no once a cheater, always a cheater. That's not true. I've leveled up just in so many ways. I'm not going back to that. If it get that bad, hey baby, listen, here, sign these papers, because this ain't working, XYZ. That's it. Ain't gotta be no cheating, because you know what cheating gonna do at this day and age with my 38-year-old ass? It's gonna lead to drama. I've already had drama. I'm done. So y'all women that's been cheated on, you can't make it seem like all men do that shit and it's a continuous cycle. It's not like that. Y'all just ain't found the right niggas or found the right women. I get it. Everybody cheats at some point with something. Conversation, sex, whatever. Bottom line, if somebody bringing something to the forefront and it's not getting fixed, then just dip. But that's how cheating starts. Matter of fact, that's how it started with me. I was being very vocal about what was going on. Hey, you need to chill out with this shit. Hey, you need to chill out with that shit. And there was times where sex wasn't even the problem. It was everything else surrounding sex. So my thing is, if sex is not about to come with respect and loyalty, what the fuck? What are we talking about? Why am I gonna sit up here and call myself being Mr. Faithful to you? You don't deserve that. So that's what people gotta understand, man. And that's what it was. I was being vocal. I came to them, looking them dead in the eye, telling them what the problem was before I cheated. Then I cheated. And I kept getting away with it so much, it was like, well, might as well not stop now. And that's it. Well, go ahead, cuz what was you about to say?
Nah, I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the comments saying boredom is not a good reason to cheat. I don't think there's ever a good enough reason to ever cheat. Right. However, a lot has to do with boredom, like that little bit that you are missing. Like, I was loyal, I was respectful, I went to work, I cooked, I cleaned, I was a good mother, I was a good wife. But I had that little bit that I was lacking that caused me to get cheated on. And when I figured out what it was I wasn't physically attracted to you. So I wasn't pouring into you. That was a problem. But then
don't say you, say them. I'm just a different
right. No, I'm not, you know what I mean. So but when you bring it to my attention, it's like I didn't care enough to take in what you were saying.
Right.
Like, oh well, you're boring, you're not intriguing, you're not affectionate, you know, you're just not interesting, like you're not, what's the word? Can't even think of it. But either way,
you wasn't doing enough.
I just wasn't doing enough. Like I just wasn't, there was no spark there. But I didn't care enough to do it because I realized like I had love for this person, but I fell out of love with this person a long time ago, and that is why I didn't care to fix that little bit that he kept voicing.
Right.
So that's another thing. Like, it's layers to why somebody cheat. Is layers to why somebody don't bother putting in the effort to fix what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They just live in the moment, and then once it's done, and then you move on. Because some people have morally integrity. You know, they got some integrity about themselves. know, I was in a relationship with, you know, a person who was mentally cheating, flirting, sexting, and all of that. And I could have cheated along, you know, in that situation, but I just chose not to because I felt like if I do cheat, I'm no different from you.
Right.
And I'm not about to do the okay, well, you got me, I've got you. Nah. And it helps me walk away from the situation even stronger. Yeah, because I was good to you. Yeah. And you fucked up.
That's and see that.
So that gives me a lot of power to give me the fuck you. Like, yeah, bitch, I was faithful to you. I shouldn't have been. But
and that's exactly why I know I'm not gonna go backwards. Because let's say my wife say fucking and cheat on me right now. I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's fucked up what you did. It's not cool. I don't hate you, but guess what? I'm not staying, and I'm not about to cheat back. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I gave you my all. You got all of me to the point where I took L's. So if I did all of that and you cheat, that's your loss. Yeah. That's your loss. I'm not about to cheat back because that's not gonna make me feel better.
Cheating back don't really do nothing.
It don't do.
It don't take away the.
I don't care how much of a badder woman I get if she cheat on me and I cheat back. I don't care what we have in common. It's not gonna measure up to none of that.
I don't think it. I don't.
So T jumped in the comments again. She said, "So all men don't flirt?" No, all men don't flirt because sometimes flirting. I realize that flirting, whether I was just joking around or not, it can lead to other things. If I don't want to open the door to me cheating, what's the point of me flirting?
A man can be polite and a woman think that he flirt with her.
Dog, it's scary to give compliments.
You say, "Oh yeah, I like that sweatshirt."
Yeah, it's messed up to say, "Oh damn, you look." Don't say damn, but like just say, "You look nice today." It's scary to say that. You feel me? Oh, I like your hair. It's scary to say that stuff now. So if I'm not doing
context, he thirsty. He gave me a compliment. He thirsty.
Exactly. So I don't say nothing. Hey, how you doing? Keep it moving. So no, all men don't flirt. You know, and if they do, guess what? It's only because it's only the pastime at work. Because that's what I used to do when I flirted. Because I didn't mess with people I worked with. But I would flirt just to pass time. Sometimes I would flirt because I was in a shitty mood and I was trying to make other people feel better. If I made somebody else smile, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good now. I didn't did my deed for the day. That's how I looked at it.
So women don't flirt? Like they not big flirters?
Man, come on, bro. Women can flirt with their eyes better than anybody.
Yeah. Like, women are huge.
Y'all ain't even got to say one word.
My opinion, they huge flirters.
They're bigger. I think women are bigger flirts than men.
You know, they just with their sex appeal.
Yeah.
I think it depends who the men or the women are, like your personality. Because some men don't know how to flirt, and some women don't know how to flirt. So I think that it depends on the personality. So I don't think that we could say who flirts more because I think it's the personality of the person in general. You know, I just like you have to be a flirt. If you're not a flirter, then you don't do it. You know, and it's not more women or more men that flirt. You know, I feel like just.
Women don't, you know what the funny thing is about women? They don't have to flirt. They don't even. They don't have to. They don't know how to because we do all the work. We do all the work to get y'all attention. So y'all don't really have to flirt. I mean, it'd be nice to get some back and forth going, but y'all don't really have to flirt. And some of y'all don't know how to because y'all don't need to. All y'all gotta do is look nice. Here come a man. It don't matter what he doing, what he wearing, nothing. He's gonna come at you if he's attracted to you, and you don't really have to say much or nothing.
I didn't come to the agenda because I mean I talked to some chicks that just turned me off. Like, oh,
yeah, yeah.
Once the conversation was bold, I'm like, dude, no, they ain't gonna try to hit you. I don't want to because your conversation is trash.
Right.
Some chicks be weird and corny.
Absolutely.
All of them ain't cool and flirtatious. Like
nah.
You be like, huh?
Nah. Yeah. We can get some people up in here, man. Before we get up out of here. So whoever wanna tap in and give us 2 minutes of your time, come on.
Most definitely, man. We want to hear what y'all got to say. Appreciate everybody tapping in with us on this Tuesday, man. I hope y'all had a good day so far.
Yeah, man.
What's up with it?
The content with these interesting topics, you know, this was a definitely good one.
Yeah. What's
Yo,
going
can you
on?
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's up, man?
So I'm kind of in the. What's up with you, Lo? What's up, B?
What up, go?
So check this out. This is where I come with it. It's like a gray area. In real life, I don't think anybody takes into any kind of consideration that men get who is available to them. They don't get to pick who they want. So what happens is you get in a relationship, you're already settling, you're already compromising, and then you get a woman who pushing a hard bargain. And then invite women, you know, you want these unrealistic men, and then you settle for who you settle for, and then you get upset and you're like, well, wait a minute, I cheated myself. People cheat because they feel cheated. It's just that simple.
Yo.
You,
we put way too much.
Shit,
We putting way too much emotional emphasis on the on the unrealistic, and not even putting any logical thought process into the realistic part of it. You know, come to your relationships with your A game.
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling my sister the other day. My sister is 30 years old. You need a man that's at minimum 52 years old to get away with the shit that you want to get away with, which is no accountability, no responsibility, and you don't want to have any financial obligations. So with that, you can't get away with that with a man in your age group because he's going to hold you accountable. And the moment you try to pull that on a man in your age group, he gonna say, you know what, I got a lot of life to live. I'm not about to be sacrificing for some woman that ain't gonna be loyal, because loyalty are two different things.
Absolutely.
You can be completely loyal to somebody and not be monogamous. You can be completely unmonogamous to a person and be completely loyal to a person at the same time.
Yeah, that's fact.
And that's just the realistic part of it. Women just get hurt way more about cheating because they don't think they could, because they have it in their heads as if they are the best thing that you could have. And if you're not pursuing them, acting as if they are the best, the only, and on some pedestal, they feel offended or cheated.
That would be me.
But at the same time, you have to understand that if a man got to pick the woman that he wanted, he would have never been with you.
Yeah.
So now you want to turn around and say, well, I ain't about to do this and I ain't about to do that. You're being completely unloyal, but you might be monogamous, but you may be unloyal. That's how you get cheated on.
Hey, we appreciate you, my nigga. That's
for
real.
sure. Yeah.
For sure.
But I agree, though. I disagree that men don't choose. Men definitely choose the one.
No, they don't.
Yes,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but no, we don't.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, this is a podcast. We can go back and forth. It's okay. You know, I'm not offended by it because I said something to you, so it's not offense. But I feel like men do, because you're not gonna date a woman that you're not attracted to. You're not gonna date a fat woman if you're not attracted to a fat woman. You're not gonna date a skinny woman if you're not attracted to a skinny woman. You're not gonna go after that woman.
No. A man will settle for what loves him. He's gonna go for what cares about him. Trust me on this one. Because if I wanted what I wanted to get, I'm just gonna go pay for it.
If you get into a relationship with somebody that you do not like, you're not attracted to, you're gonna cheat. So that's the wrong. If that's how men think, you doing it all wrong already.
No, check this out. If men get to choose, we'd be in the caveman days still raping women.
No.
Yes, because because 9 times out of 10, the women that catch your eye are not going to be the women that are interested in you. And that's if you even fit in all of the superficials that women want. You can be a tall, handsome man, but you still not gonna get the women that you are idealizing. You still have to pick from willing participants. Otherwise, it would be creepiness and rape.
I think that's the same thing across the board, though. Because women, some like I could be attracted to like just let me just say a celebrity. I could be attracted to Method Man, but I might not be his type. I want him, but he don't want. I'm not the girl that he likes. So I feel like that's just on both sides. I feel like both sides struggle depending on what you are, what you look like, your status. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
He did.
biblically speaking, having eyes for another person is still cheating. So therefore, you're saying you got eyes for Method Man. That's not being all the way 100 with who you married to.
No. I didn't say I was saying I said a celebrity just so you can have an idea. If I wanted Method Man and I was giving somebody to just know. If I wanted him and he didn't like me, because that's who I'm attracted to. Okay, I'm attracted to him, so I'm like, oh, I like him. And then I walk up to him, I'm trying to let him know I feel him, and he is not reciprocating it because I am not the person that he likes. So that goes with men or women. You know what I'm saying? My husband could be in love with Beyonce, but just because he like Beyonce don't mean she don't choose.
But that goes back to the statistics that we state. 80% of the women procreate with 20% of the men.
Okay, but so does that mean cheat?
No, that means that more women are chasing after the unrealistic expectations, and this is why it seems like women get cheated on more. So men are already settling for what they can get.
Expectations is gonna get me cheated on. I really need to hear this before you.
Okay, wait.
Real talk.
Listen, we got other people that's trying to come on, so go ahead and make your point real quick, and then when you done, hit that X in the corner for me, dog.
Sorry,
I got you. So, all in all, and we're men. We're telling you this. I am 5'5". Now, do you know how much I gotta hear? You're not this, you're not that, you're not this. And it's just the real. I've accepted it. However, women will be like Kevin Samuels told the woman, you the size of a damn NFL running back, and you think you're supposed to have a high value man.
Mm-hmm.
But why wouldn't you though?
Not all. But unfortunately, the statistics still show you 80% of the women are only procreating with 20% of the men.
I think Kevin Samuels exposed why a lot of women don't deserve that 1%
exactly
that they desire.
All right. Well, y'all.
All right, bro. Let me go. Y'all
thank you.
All right, for sure.
Appreciate you, dog. For real.
For sure. Man, he
was though. Who else was trying to come on, man?
I know Cuz was out here.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be able to go back and forth with him because that ain't happening.
I know you want to.
You can respond, but you ain't gonna be no back and forth now.
Come on, little Reese. I know you want to tap in because you've been all in the comments tonight.
Yeah. Listen, I need him on here.
I
need him on here.
He was on here long enough because Nate kept him on here.
Don't do that, Brandon. Don't do that.
So you gotta go ahead and state your case.
Okay.
Go ahead. So, rebuke from what he said.
So I disagree with a lot of things that he said. My man chose me. I am my man's type. I was looking. First of all, my man wasn't looking for anything, but I am my man's type, and my man chose me. He chose me because I showed him that he could. So to say that men, I disagree with that. Now, I think for me, I think what he was saying is a lot of men, just like a lot of women, go after people that they see or can feel is out of their league. But at the end of the day, you can catch anything with a lot of honey. I don't give a fuck. I put a lot of honey and a lot of sap on something, or I can stick you no matter what. And that goes for a man and that goes for a woman. So that was that. I also disagree with the
He,
statistics
hold
and
on,
facts that he brought
cause
up.
he said we choose from willing participants. That's what he said.
You're a willing
Okay, because I'm
participant. He chose you, and you're a willing participant. He's gonna pursue you and keep it going forward.
okay. Cause I'm over here
See,
smoking too. I must have
you
smoked a
got
blink
us.
at the same time because I ain't grabbed that
So
from that.
yeah, and that is true.
Also, I just think that when he said that the cheating part with the eyes, God gave me my eyes to see ugly, to see beauty, to see every fucking thing. And because I commented on it does not mean that I cheated on my man. That's crazy as hell to me. I'm gonna comment on beauty just like I'm gonna comment on a lot of things that I see because that's why I have eyes. That does not mean that I'm cheating on my man because if I look at something and it looks good to me and I say, yeah, that shit look good, I'm still on my man's side. I'm still going home with my man. I'm not fantasizing about the motherfucker I just gave a compliment to because of how they look.
Let
How
me
the hell
ask
is
you
that
something. So
cheating?
when you see somebody that look good, do you go right up to them and say, "Damn, you look good as hell"?
It depends. Sometimes yes,
Okay, well,
sometimes
look, no,
no.
well, look, I asked you that because that right there is what they were talking about. That's a form of cheating.
How?
That's a form of cheating.
That's out of
I
bounds.
don't compliment. I don't go to no woman and say, "Damn, girl, you look good as hell." I don't do that. You know who I say that to? I say that to my wife and my wife only.
That's out of bounds.
I mean, I say it to my man too, but I want to know
No, no,
how
it ain't
is
no,
that a
no, no,
form
no.
of cheating?
Cause it ain't no. I say it to my man too. That's the only nigga you need to be saying that to. Because at the
Okay,
end of the day, you go out and you out and about, whether you solo or with your girls going to Walmart, going to a party, whatever the fuck. If you going and you see a dude that you find attractive, anything other than how you look nice, out of bounds. Don't be sitting up here saying, "Damn, nigga, you look good as hell. Damn, nigga, you look
that's
tasty.
not
Damn,
that's not
nigga, you
that's
look
not
yummy."
normally.
No.
That's normally what I would. That's
Hold on.
normally
You said what?
what I have. That's normally what I have done in my past. But because I've changed and grown and everything with just myself, what my man experienced me saying in front of him or saying behind his back is pretty much some of the same shit but just with a different flavor. My big thing now is thank you. I tell motherfucker thank you, and if they say thank you for what, I said I said tell your parents thank you.
That's too
And I
much.
keep it
You tripping?
I
Yeah,
keep it
that's too
and I
much.
keep it
You
moving.
you know what you know what's fucked up?
You know
What I tell you know why I'm saying that's fucked up, Reese? Because
Why?
that's the listen. Just listen to me real quick. The reason why I'm saying that that's fucked up is because that's the exact same thing I say to my wife. Man, I wish I could thank your parents. That's what I say to my wife. Everybody, listen. This is what the problem is, Reese. And I listen. You giving too many people a slice of shit that they don't need to be getting. Them slices, those pieces of you need to be with your man and your dude only. Unless y'all got some open freaky deaky shit going on. Now, if that's the case, play on, player. But other than that, no.
Okay, so even if I don't use, so I would never use that comment on him ever. I've never used that comment on him ever. Never have I ever used that comment, and I never would because I literally just text his parents thank you, but I literally wouldn't use that comment on him. So if this is not a comment that I'm using on him as well as a motherfucker on the outside, how is it cheating?
Well, it's definitely a conversation opener.
But you, damn, that's fucked up in itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even looking for the conversation.
Would you be okay and comfortable with saying that to a stranger?
Y'all
Hey,
living in
wait a minute. What if your man was the same way? He never complimented, like, and damn, like, hold up. So if your man told you he complimented a woman the way he never complimented you, you wouldn't feel this any type of way?
That's not cheating to you?
Because I know for damn sure I would feel some sort of way.
Look,
Like you
on
ain't never said no shit
one,
like that to me.
one,
look,
100,
I would definitely feel some type
100, I would definitely feel some type of way, but you didn't hear what I
Uh,
said. There would be no need for me to tell your parents thank you. I said, I normally just tell his parents on my own. I normally text his parents. I normally call his parents. I've called his uncle and I said, you know what? I just needed you to know today. I recognize the amazing job that you did when it comes to your nephew. And they like, girl, you are crazy. Hang up this phone. So for me, it's a totally different comment. I'm able to dive in deeper with my man than I'm going to do with a motherfucking stranger. But I definitely, if he told a woman, that's why I said it just depends on it. If he told a woman that I just wanted you to know you're beautiful as fuck today. Hell yeah, I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? You ain't never, what the fuck? But that's why I said it just depends for me. But I have the type of man that's okay for. Like, he
we
doesn't
hear
even
you,
care about
cuz
that.
we hear you on that. We appreciate you tapping in. We about to get
Yes, I'm gonna
somebody else
tap out.
coming
My
on before
2 minutes
we
has been
close out.
gone. Okay.
All
T,
right, peace.
even what T want to get in.
Yeah, I know. I saw she want to get in. T want to get in. Let's hear this. Good Lord. Duh.
that's fucking crazy. Like I'm a compliment this nigga.
Right.
You call her his uncle to let him know, like, yeah, I'm just thankful for what you did. Like,
Y'all know I can't.
like you compliment him basically, but he
Yo.
thinks it right.
Right.
Can y'all hear me?
Not about how he
Not his,
looks.
not his looks.
Exactly.
What's
Like,
up? You ain't say shit about this man looks. You just
you did a good job raising me.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, man.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear
What
you,
up,
T.
T?
Letting this motherfucker know, like, damn, thank your parents for how you look.
Yeah, that's crazy. T, what's up?
Y'all know I can't show my face because I'm at work. But no, I got a question for y'all, seriously. Only because I'm not a guy, but I talked to a couple guys. One guy told me that men really don't want to be married. They only settle for it because to produce kids and stuff like that. But no men in this world wants to be married. If I walk around and ask God, to be honest, they do not want to be married. What's y'all opinion on that?
What's your question? Is that true?
Yeah, is that true? That's what I'm asking.
That's an absolute flat out lie.
It's a lie.
This came from, look, I ain't no man. This came from a man. I just actually wanted to know.
A real man's fulfillment is family, and to have a woman who can bear children for him.
Right.
There's instances where things happen, genetically or whatever, but you keep trying, things will happen. But that's a man's fulfillment, and for that person to tell you that a person like a man don't want to be married, that's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, he told me. He got married, got 3 kids. He's married, very successful. He just told me that's what it was. I wanted to know y'all opinion on it. And on top of that, I don't feel no one. I honestly don't feel like listening.
That's a Nick Cannon shit.
No. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. At one point in my life, I felt as though that I would never want to get married or have kids. I thought I was gonna be a player for life. I always had that mindset because I'm like, I've seen people that were married and they look more unhappy than the people that were single. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just about to live my life and mess around with who I want to mess around with. No kids, no wife. And then things change. And you know what changed? It's called growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever told you that, I don't care how many niggas it was, those were boys. Those were not men. And if they were men, they were just, hopefully they was rich. Because them the only niggas that should be talking like that. Them the only niggas that should be talking like, oh, I don't want to get married because of whatever reason, things might go south. She gonna take my money at. Okay, fine. Now them the dudes that should be talking like that. But anybody else talking otherwise, that's boys. That's kid shit.
Oh, man, shit.
But I do agree. Go ahead.
Yeah, even if you're rich, I don't feel like that's a reason for you to say you don't want to get married because you're rich and you feel like somebody's taking money. There's prenups, and if a person really loves you, they will understand your prenup. Because I don't care if my husband was rich, I'm not in it for the money. Do I want to be able? I mean, because I will sign a prenup, but it will be stipulations. I don't want to take a man for what he got when I get a divorce. Because when I got divorced, I was married before I was married to Richard. And when I left, my husband wasn't rich, but I could have got money. I could have got child support. I could have got a lot of things. I don't want that. I was in it for it because I loved him. So I left All I asked for was just change my name back to what it was. That's all I want. I don't need nothing from this man at all. So if you love somebody, that's not even in the cards. Forget money. Money is not everything, but money is the root to all evil. So if you literally gonna say you don't want to be married because you got money, that's stupid and childish. Whether you got money or not.
I just want to say, I'm gonna keep it short, but I do kind of agree a lot with old boy that came in and tapped in. Like, he had a lot of pointers on point. And women, we don't want to take accountability, but that's the real. Some guys cheat because they're not happy at home and they don't really want, they settle. And some women as well. So it goes both ways. And I know we want to be like, my man chose me and all of that, but at the end of the day, men like what they like. I don't care what nobody say. That's personally how I feel. But he was a good candidate to tap in because he hit on some good points. I know you wasn't agreeing with it.
No fiction.
You, deep down in your heart as a woman, he was hitting on some good points. Be real. That's be real. Give him
Listen.
He stepped in on the podcast.
It wasn't that I disagree with everything. It was just pertaining to what I'm saying about cheating. That, to me, what he was saying was points for another topic. If we had another topic and we were talking about other things about why men cheat, I don't feel like men are cheating because they have to pick up they have to get the bottom of the litter. No, men are cheating because they can. Men are cheating because they don't like. You're right. You chose the person that you were with, or you feel like you got to pick the least like person out of the list. This might be a complex that you needed to figure out with yourself, like what Brandon said, which I liked earlier. I was not happy with myself. I had to learn me. So when you're not happy with yourself, and you may have thought that your whole life you got the bottom of the barrel, that might be your problem. You got the bottom of the barrel the whole time, but that's your problem. That's your problem. You have to go find yourself, figure out what's wrong with you, and then you'll figure out why you are the way you are, and you will stop doing what you're doing. I mean, it's been proven right here.
I mean, I feel you, but some men cheat on people. They hella love into it too. So, I mean, it go both ways.
So look,
I just want to tap in. Oh, go ahead.
So T, do you still listen real quick? Do you still feel like once a cheater, always a cheater? Let's kill this shit right now.
Y'all gonna
do you
try
still
to fight
feel
me,
like that?
Y'all gonna let me be honest. Y'all gonna try to fight me and y'all gonna let me
No, we love you.
I want to know. No, seriously, I want to know because I'm living proof that that's not true.
But I understand what you're saying, and we keep it 100. But I understand what you're saying, and everybody's in their own position. Some people single, some people married. But if I was married, I would be the same way, and I would express how I feel. Once a cheater is always a cheater. I don't care what nobody say. I can't judge y'all, but at the end of the day, this is my opinion. This is how I feel. So that means if you cheated before, let's keep it 100 for real. If you cheated before, all that person that you got to do that you so in love with right now is go down the same little road, and you're out there cheating again.
No,
every man cheats as he wants to. Every man first is cheating, right?
I told you. I said in the beginning, if my wife cheat on me right now, there's no cheating back. I'm just out. I'm not about to go back. I'm not about to cheat back. It's not gonna make me feel better. You know why I know that? Because
it's not gonna make you feel better, but for the moment they feel better.
It won't make me feel better. I know what busting.
I said no. I said it's not gonna feel better. I agree with you, but
I know what that shit feel like. It's not that deep.
I think leaving to feel better.
Leaving to feel better. If my wife cheat on me right now, hey baby, okay, cool, you did what you did. I'm out. Jumping to another chick and clapping her cheeks ain't gonna make me feel better. Especially when I know I gave everything to this woman.
Because it don't erase what her actions. You can still go ahead and cheat back, but it still don't erase what.
Not gonna do nothing.
I'm ordering this live.
Man, listen, no. As a man, if a woman cheats, that's all you're going to think about is the other man clapping them cheeks.
And we gonna think about you capping the girl's cheeks.
Right there is gonna fuck you up. It don't matter what you do, how you been clapping them cheeks all this time, even after the fact. You're still gonna think about that so much. That's why most men just dip.
Exactly.
No, y'all did because y'all can't help out. That's why.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Blue Beast. He said not just men, humans cheat because they can, and I've been hearing that a lot because men cheat because they can. No, people cheat, especially women. Again, Y'all have the control to consensual sex, not men. So it's easier for you to cheat because you control it. If a man and a woman make a bet and say, who gonna get the first person first, a woman's gonna win 10 times out of 10.
But that's not.
So we can't just sit here and keep making these comments, well, men cheat because they can, men cheat because they can. Women cheat because they can too, because they control something that men don't have control of. Unless
Everybody cheat
they,
'cause they can.
unless they got the money to pay for it. When we got the money to pay for it, you're going to do whatever the fuck we tell you to do. Right?
I don't know.
You don't know because you're in a prostitute, because stop playing. See, women got to stop playing. Real, you know that.
Everybody cheat. I said everybody cheat.
Come on, man.
I said everybody cheat because they can.
Period. A woman ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? A woman ain't gotta have the money.
Look at but
So a man say, hey, look, if a woman come to a man like, I want you tonight, they're gonna go for it.
Everybody cheat because they can.
Exactly.
That's just period.
Rich
So now y'all want to fight?
Rich what?
Look at Rich coming in the building.
No, he just wants to slide in, so I saw him go again.
We appreciate you, T, for real.
What's up, Rich? What's up?
What's going on, Rich?
Bro?
We going OT. Fuck it. What's up, Rich?
I apologize for my forehead. It's taking.
It's going all right. We weren't even gonna pay attention to it, but go ahead, bro.
Hey, what up, though, with y'all, man?
What's up, my guy?
Kicking it, bro. What's happening?
Chilling. So I'm speaking from a perspective of a former cheater as well, like like B and probably other people in the comments and stuff like that. It is one of those things that is universal, right? It's like accountability. It plays the same for everybody. You know what I mean? Like everyone cheats for the same reason. It's because they can. It's like you got a suspended license and you drive it anyway.
Exactly.
And
because you got shit to do.
You ain't got
but I think the reason why this question comes up so much in relationships is because it doesn't make sense to do that in a relationship, because relationships are meant to last. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You cheat at games because you want to get to the end faster. You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to get to this prize, whatever this reward is, so I can turn this game off and just start another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I beat the game because I put the cheat code in. You feel me?
Exactly.
It's over. But that doesn't apply to a relationship. A relationship is a commitment. And it's supposed to last longer. It's supposed to last until y'all die. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're cheating for no reason, because the game isn't over. It's not supposed to be. You feel me? So that's why I understand y'all logic with, if you gonna cheat, just leave. Because that is the end goal. You feel what I'm saying? Like, anybody who cheats at anything, the end goal is to end it. So why are you still there? Like, what are you doing? But me, I didn't cheat because I was unhappy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm just speaking from my own experience. I didn't cheat because I was unhappy. I cheated because I could, because it was available for me to do. And I realized how fucking easy it was. I was like, holy shit. Like, there's no one around? Cool. Let's go do some shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it was super easy. And it was like, that's why people do it. That's why people do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's destructive. It's toxic as fuck. You know what I mean? And it's selfish. It's selfish as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, that was Tinker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. What up, though, Tink? But like, I was listening to Tink, and I feel like he was trying to make a lot of good points, and he would have been if he had more time. You know what I mean? But like Nate was saying, like, he was saying things that didn't necessarily apply to this topic. You know what I mean? This particular topic. But he was saying some things that make sense. You feel what I'm saying? It just didn't apply to this topic. You know what I mean? But
what he was saying was, he was talking about how men end up cheating because they end up taking who they end up just dealing with, who they settling for.
So,
like, okay, I can't get the girl that I really want, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over here.
Oh, okay.
But then sometimes when you go over on the other side, the other woman that you really been wanting, or something similar to her, comes along, and it's like, oh, I gotta open it. Let me go over here because I'm settling. That's what he was saying about how men. He was giving another example how men cheat, or why men cheat.
Now,
a lot of people was just talking about boredom, and then boredom to what else did we say?
Boredom.
It was boredom and something else.
Shit.
Boredom and just losing interest in people, just in general, like somebody lacking affection or whatever. Boom. Okay, let me go to this girl because she giving me what my girl not giving. So then he came on and said, here's a real reason why men cheat, because they are settling.
Yeah. So I guess I'm at a point now because, like, okay, so you got to understand. See, this is a piggyback of y'all last podcast, right? Cheating is literally the lack of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like black and white now, right? If I can't take accountability for something, if I can't face something head on, I'll just go this shortcut. I'll just do something else. You know what I'm saying? And never face whatever this challenge is, right?
Exactly.
And but the crazy part about it is there's no reason to do that. It's an excuse, but there's no actual reason. There's no reason to do it. You don't have to do it at all. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason. There's nothing that will say, oh, because this is this, I must do this. That's never a thing. That's not a thing. You know,
it's never a good reason to cheat. Like my wife was saying, Shahina just said, there's no good reason to cheat. She's absolutely right.
Yeah. And for me, it was like,
get cheated on?
No. Because it's bad.
I cheated on.
Again, we just established if you cheat back, it's not gonna make things feel better.
It's gonna make you the same person as that cheater.
Exactly. Now, I can honestly say in my early 20s, you know, me being a kid still in the mind, basically, if I got cheated on, oh yeah, I'm gonna cheat back because for the moment I got revenge. That's gonna make me feel better for right now. Like, okay, I'm good. We even. That's it. I have my ha-ha moment, but as soon as that ha-ha moment is over with and I move on or whatever, I'm still dealing with the fact that I got cheated on. And the only reason, whatever the reason was, I ended up having to cheat back. Mm-hmm. So did I really win? No. I didn't win shit.
That's
and most of the time, whether men want to admit it or not, when men cheat back, when men cheat, most of the time they cheat back and they don't even know that shit.
Mm-hmm. I'll say me, right? I cheated on my ex, and she was also cheating on me, but she didn't know I was cheating on her until I found out she was cheating on me, and I was like, oh, so that's what we doing? We just cheating on each other? Because I've been doing it for like, you feel what I'm saying? It didn't make me feel good or nothing. It was just like, but I was already doing it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it wasn't because I was unhappy. It was because I already considered our relationship over. I was already doing it because it was like I didn't want this to continue anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I was just waiting for opportune time. But again, I was young, so I didn't feel good about it. I just knew what I was doing. I'm not saying like, oh, it's because you not putting out no more.
That's bullshit. You was feeling good in the motherfucker of what you was doing. Because if you were feeling good, you wouldn't.
No, my dick was feeling good. Right?
Good too, like, come on, and especially if that's feeling good. You ain't feeling good after that?
I wasn't feeling good. Nobody.
Oh, damn, man. I feel like shit, man.
Yo, you know women rich.
Nobody.
Is that possible? No, look.
I don't know, because I'm not.
I'm about to ask you, Rich. What type of cheater were you? Were you the cheater? Oh, damn, this shit feels so wrong. Or was you the all over your face? Damn, man, why did I just do that? What cheater were you?
Yeah. I was the cheater where I was emotionally detached.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't either of those, but I was emotionally detached from the situation itself. I was literally just cheating as if the other thing didn't exist at all.
Okay.
I would literally go to work or wherever I was, and I would talk about, my girl to them, and they was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah,
and that
was same shit.
Like it wasn't in spite of her at all. Like it was just because I knew I could. Once I knew I could do the shit, I just did the shit. You feel me? That's literally what happened. Like I'm not
rich. Yeah.
Women are.
Question.
That's a whole totally different level of not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I ain't trying to. For me, right? Cause you know what? That was me. I was my man ain't shit. What you doing? Oh shit, I ain't doing nothing but the crib by the roll up. Oh shit, I'm about to come over there. So I was the go-to guy, the Mr. Fix It.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So from what Richard said, it just like sparked something because Brandon asked a question about two different type of cheaters, and then you said you was the fixing guy, you know, so with the cheating, you know, and then Richard was saying a different type of cheater. So there's multiple different types of cheaters.
Yeah. There were times where I cheated on my way back to the crib driving. I'm asking God to forgive me, knowing I'm gonna do the same shit again 2 days later.
Yeah,
but I wasn't boo-hooing. I was just, man, God, I want to stop, but I know what's about to happen. So whatever. But I knew it eventually it took me to have to stop. You know what I'm saying? God was always with me the whole time. He showed me, hey nigga, don't do this. Don't hit her. Don't hit her. And I'm like, man, but my wife, she getting on my damn nerves. Let me go over here and just release.
Wow.
But now
Here and listen to what you saying, boo-hooing, yeah, my wife thinks she ain't doing it, she ain't throwing that ass back, and then just going off all kind of personal problems and still fuck you. Me, on the other hand, I ain't trying to hear all that. I don't give a damn about your problems. Bitch, what you came over here for a reason. Get blazed and glazed and go home. So let's do that. I ain't gonna give you too much conversation because honestly, I never cared. I don't care about that. So let's get it and just get, go about our business. Yeah. But that's crazy. Like, that just opened my eyes to a level of women. Like, women would sit here and just listen to a man who cheating. And they just going all and all about their woman. And after that, they're like, all right, nigga, come on now. Hey.
No, listen. My side,
listen. Is it a confidant thing? Like,
let me tell you something. My side chicks tried to push for me to work out my last marriage.
That's crazy.
No lie.
Wow.
Brandon, I missed it. What you say?
I said my side chicks tried to push me to work on my marriage. One of my side chicks was married.
Oh.
They do that. And that could be a different type of topic because I have issues. I have a whole
Okay. Well, look. Let's go ahead and close this out because we didn't already did OT.
Yeah.
So, what would y'all like to say in closing?
Oh no, man. I mean, just in general, like I would give advice. I guess when you are at a point where you feel like you at your lows of lows with your spouse or partner, it's best to convey the message and say your piece as far as how you feeling, whatever voids you missing. If that person is not willing to work with you and try to fill those voids and help you out, then that's when you got to go through different measures and kind of let that person know, like, all right, this is over. Okay. This is not going how I want it. I need sex. That's why, before you get into the situation, you got to let these requirements be known. Us as men, we got to stop being scared of having requirements for women because they got them for us, so we got to let that be known for them. So if they're not meeting those requirements, that'll avoid all this cheating and bullshit. Yep. And if you're not trying to meet those requirements and you just falling and you just slacking, then that's when it's like, okay, all right. Because I'm the type of person I would rather leave. Yeah. I would rather leave than to hurt you. Yeah. Because and even if leave don't hurt you. Because I'm a Scorpio. And trust and believe. I'm not that much into zodiacs, but when we hurt you, we gonna hurt you. So I would rather just leave and then go about my business. But for the other who don't want to leave and they just want to keep them around, I mean, if you just keep them on, hey, let's work at it, and if nothing is happening, if you decide to go, I think I could be valid, but it's not valid. That's why I say leave. But I would just encourage you to keep working at it, and if that's what you want, period. Like, EP, what would you say?
Being in love is different from being loyal. So
being in love is different from being loyal.
So if you ain't in love, keep going.
Okay. I agree to that because you could love somebody but not have that much loyalty to them. Yeah, absolutely.
In closing, I would just say this. Bottom line, you don't have to cheat. I said this in one of my videos on my page, man. I told everybody, the especially, and I was mainly talking to men, you don't have to cheat. If your woman is lacking, God is going to send somebody to put in your woman's face for her to get some act right. Believe it or not. But it's going to happen. If you, and I'm going to say this too, you got to be doing what the fuck you supposed to be doing in your marriage though, my nigga. My guys, y'all got to be doing what y'all supposed to be doing in order for that woman to come down and show something to your woman. And that's it. Cheating, it don't mean you ain't got to do it. It's a way out. And if that don't happen, get the fuck on. That's it. Nate?
Okay, in closing, I'm gonna say, you don't have to cheat. You can just not. You can choose because it goes both ways, men and women. Choose who you want to be with. Know that's what you exactly want. Before you make a commitment to somebody, know this is exactly what I want, exactly who I want to be with. Because if you don't, then you're going to be lacking things. Because you should know all of that before you move that to that place where you're like, okay, we're exclusive, we're this, and that, but we're going to get married. Whatever, because when you're taking those type of big steps, then you're putting yourself in a position where you should not be cheating emotionally, sexually, however. It should not be that going on at all, at no time. So you got to choose wisely. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. And that's exactly where you want to be and what you want to do forever.
We appreciate y'all tapping in, y'all. Thank you. We'll catch y'all next week.
Catch y'all next week.
We out of here. Indeed.